Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I think this will be a surprise video for you because I will be showing every page that I've colored in October 2025, but also I'm going to show you some whips that I have going on. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. I'm going to grab the books with the whips in first, and then I will show you in no particular order the colorings that I have finished and that are showable, but the whips are also showable of course, but they're finished and completely done. So I will see you in just 1 second after the grabbing of my books. So these two are the two books with works in progress. I'm going to show the Disney one first because the last time I did my video I showed this picture as well. I don't think I've made any progress since then, but I thought it would be lovely to show it nevertheless or nonetheless, because then you know what's in the pipeline for a future finished pages video. Although I only color on this page when I really feel like it, and compared to the previous month with my latest video talking about where I have been and stuff, I didn't feel like coloring in this page, but slowly but surely, one element at a time, it will be finished at a certain point, but at the moment not sure when. So that is the first one. And then the second one, I don't know if I've showed this one in a previous video, maybe 2 or 3 videos away. This is the first page that I'm coloring in this book by Klara Markova. And it's the one with the coffee machine, coffee beans. I just had my light fast pencils when I decided I wanted to color in the coffee beans, and last week I grabbed my courage, grabbed the drawing pencils. I have the small 24, I think. Right now I have the larger set in pre-order, but it's taking quite a while to release, I shall say, but no hurry. I have nice pencil brands, but the Derwent brand is especially the drawings, they're super creamy and waxy and super blendable, as you can see on the coffee machine. It really looks a bit woody. I hope it's a bit visible. Of course, I didn't blend or didn't burnish the colors. I really like that grainy look. It looks like real coffee. And the outlining for the little beans, I've bought myself some Languo, if I call it correctly, Languo pens, gel pens, and I really like them. The last time I've showed this page, the chocolate wasn't as good looking, and thanks to the Languo extra outlining, I'm sure you can also do it with another gel pen, but I did it with a Languo because they were new and blah blah blah. And so it made me happy that my strawberry with chocolate was looking a lot better than beforehand. But also for this page, I'm coloring in element per element. The last 2 things that I did were the mushrooms on top and those things here on the bottom. So yeah, slowly but surely. I'm going to put this paper back in. Okay, then we are going to dive in the Christmas coloring book by Maria Trolle. I have to do a review yet on the channel, but I wanted to color in a page first before I would do that because it's always more interesting to see a page colored in when doing a flip through. And I've chosen this one. I kept it fairly simple. Excuse me. I've used granulating paints for the background. I think it were the White Night paints. For the snow, it's hardly visible, but it's Mod Podge. I did go over the black lines with white gel pen and then used some Mod Podge for an icy look. Just very, very simple. For the stars, it's hardly visible. The camera isn't picking it up very good. But for the stars and the little dots, I've used the glitter Languo gel pens. For the horse or whatever it has to be, it's Polychromos. I'm not super happy with how that one turned out. And for the little ladies, I've used Prismacolor pencils. And the clouds are, I think, I've used Distress ink. And then, yeah, just very lightly blended in the cloud. And yeah, it's not my best colored in page, but at least the book has a finished page, and that's always nice. So that's this one. Then I have a lot of no, not a lot, but I have some Disney to show, so I will mix it up with other colored pages, that it isn't too much Disney at once. The next one is in the 300 or Traçons Coloriage. It's the first volume, I think. Yes, there are already 3, and I have all 3 of them because, yeah, I'm really in a Disney kick, and yeah, such lovely books. And they're only 30 euros. I think that's an insane price for such a big book with fairly good paper. So I'm going to show you what I've did in this one, and that's Mulan. Can't remember exactly what I've used. It's a huge and a very, no, it's not a huge book, but it's quite a heavy book. So I hope I can, because I'm always fighting with my tripod that's in the way. I really hope that you can see some of the details a bit better. I've used on her coat and on her skirt granulating paints. That's why it's so blotchy. I've used watercolor paint on the tree, Derwent drawing for the trunk. Derwent graffiti for the stone, the bench that's she is sitting on. I really like how it came out. And for Mushu, I think Prismacolor pencils, not sure anymore. And the border is watercolor paint, and the inner things is glitter gel pen, but the camera isn't picking it up super good. But yeah, oh well. It's looking like an old frame, and I think it's quite nice. And the background is inks, Distress or regular. It's by Tim Holtz, but I don't know if it's the one that can be activated, although I think they both can be activated with water, but the regular ones are a bit harder to blend than the oxide ones. So I think it's I don't think it's an oxide. I think it's a regular one because I have some spots here and there. So that's this one. Now another Disney. This is volume 3, also a very big volume. Beautiful, beautiful. And I did a bit of a spooky page. Where are they? Here they are. And I did make a mistake because I didn't know who I was looking at here. And she has to have purple hair. And I made her a bit an orangey type. But, oh well, I was thinking it's for Halloween and the spooky season. She is wearing a wig. And for all the rest, I followed the colors that I found for her in my Disney's Who is Who book. The camera isn't picking it up as well as I would like to, but although maybe, I hope it's visible that the green outlining is really fluorescent. In real life, I was amazed. It's also a Languo gel pen, the dopamine set, a green one, and whoa, at night it enlightens. It's super strange. I did the outlining on an evening, and I went to another room to get another light source, and whoa, it was so poppy, and I really hope it's visible. I like my little bed over there. Didn't like coloring in this lady duck. Nah, there wasn't much to color because of her dress and her hair, and I don't like that. I really like to put in my own color. I'm really happy with how the kettle turned out, but not as much with the flames. It's not so poppy, and yeah. But okay, it's a finished one, and it's a spooky one for the Halloween season, the spooky season. That's this one. Then we are going to The Tales of Atlantis by Hannah Carlson. And a few weeks, a month or two ago, I've read a book by Shelby Van Pelt. I think it's called Wonderful Creatures, and it's about an octopus called Marcellus. And it was a book to die for. Beautiful. Marcellus was so funny. I loved him from the beginning till the end of the story. Wow, what a book. And that's why I decided to do a tribute page for him. And I've colored this one. So this is really out of my comfort zone. I don't like doing all those little things here. But for Marcellus, I did. And I really liked working on the gemstones. For all the little things here, I've used quite a lot of glaze pens, glitter gel pens, also some pencil with white outlining, some stickles, and the background is granulating watercolor by Kuretake. And of course, Marcellus has all the stickles on his body. I'm sorry if it's not really sparkly, but it's a very gloomy day here. It's the 1st of November. Everything is closed here because it's a national holiday, but it's also very, very gloomy and wet. But I wanted to film my finished pages. So, but if you're not picking up the glitter very well, or the camera, then that's because of that's the reason why. That was Marcellus. If you are a reader and you would like a lovely story with funny elements, Shelby Van Pelt, I think Wondrous Creatures or something that it's called. I don't think she has a second book out yet. I've read that she was working on one, but I think it's her only book. So definitely recommend it. Then we're hopping over to Disney again. And I did my first page in this one. And it's from the 101 Dalmatians. The paper is known for rather, not a bad quality, but a difficult quality. And so I was a bit afraid of starting a page in this book, but since I really like the medley type of style, and I'll show you, it's really a bit of a medley. I really, really love that. So I really wanted to dive in. I'm going to say it wrong again. She's not called Medusa. She's called... how is it possible? She's escaping my mind again. Cruella. Anyway, I've colored her face with the Chroma Flow pencils, and it was doable, but not super fun. But then I started this bad boy here with the Holbein pencils, and whoa, these work great on this paper. I was excited. Then I did this bad guy also with the Holbein pencils, and whoa, the Holbeins work fantastic on this paper. So that was really, made me really happy, because sometimes the Holbeins are nice to color with, but often they are not a match with the coloring book paper, for my feeling. I have some difficulties sometimes, and on this paper it was a match. It really was a match. So a very faint color for the two dogs here. I did I think Neo color too for her coat. Didn't do any extra shading except for the little things here and a bit of golden detail. I was quite good with my shimmer things. Of course, the dog had a glossy nose, the cat also. The horse has a glossy eye. I hope it's showing up. Cruella, she's called Cruella, yeah, has glossy teeth, and him as well. He has a glossy flashlight. I hope it's visible. Going to focus. Is it? Yeah, a little bit. And the background is Kuretake watercolor paint. Because yeah, it's always difficult to think of a background on some pages. So I just thought, yeah, well, if I do a granulating watercolor, you have a bit of a color shift, and that makes it a bit playful as well. So really happy with how this turned out. I really like those two guys. I like the highlights on their jackets and on their faces, and yeah, I had a blast coloring in those two, and a great discovery that my Holbeins work really good on this paper. So can't wait to start another one. Then another Disney one, and I did mess up my background a little bit, and that's why I decided to do some splattering paint to yeah, give the eye something else to look at, because my borders were not super beautiful. But then I started with Lumière, the chandelier here, for his golden look, and I know it's more of a bronzy look that he has, even a wooden one. I've worked with polychromos pencils, but I'm so happy with how he turned out. I took my time to do my shading, some highlights. I had a lot of fun. He has a pale greenish tone tone on his face and on his hands, I shall call them. And then Plumette, she's done with I think Prismacolor pencils. I thought it was quite difficult to do her body. But in the end I thought it was turning out quite okay. As you can see, I have some rough stuff going on, because of the paint that was on it, and but overall really like how it turned out. I think I did this one in 1 week. It took me quite some time, but it's showable, all the details on him especially. Really happy with this one. Okay, and the last picture is one in the fairy tale coloring book by Maria Trolle. I wanted to give myself some how do you call it, something to step out of my comfort zone, I shall call it. I'm always afraid of doing pictures with light and darkness, but now I was thinking, come on, just jump, just try something. You can only learn from it. And so I dived. This page I did in April this year, color along with my friend Amanda, and I've done this one this month. It's darker in real life. The camera isn't picking the colors up very well. That's better. That's more like how it's in real life, a bit darker, really dark on the left side and lighter on the right side. And I'm super happy with how it turned out. I did make all my leaves a bit luminous, but they are shifting in color towards the bright spot. And I'm super happy with how the trunk turned out, especially the details here. It's yeah. Now the little boy, I don't know, I've colored him in, and then I went over with a grayish pencil to make his this side darker, but maybe there's another technique. But anyway, for a first tryout, to accomplish a bit of a color shift, I can't get it right again. No. Oh well. I'm really happy, and I was super proud. The background is Inktense. The other pencils, I think Lightfast ones. Lightfast, Derwent Roaming, and the little boy, I'm not sure. But and I've used some gouache paint here for the light clouds. So super happy with it. Proud of this one as well. And I really like that it's a bit of a companion page with the same type of colors. And it was a delight to work on. And that concludes my video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them down below. If you have seen my nails in this video in the state that they are in, I'm very sorry. I tried to hide them, but I thought it was stupid to cover them all up. As I told in my latest video, I had some a bad reaction on my fingers and my nails. This Tuesday I'm going to meet a dermatologist to take a look, because I have almost 3 nails totally gone. They're still visible, but they're super short, and it's not a nice sight. So I'm not sure what will follow, what will happen. Do I need a patch test for an allergic testing, or is it something else? I'm not sure, but I don't hope it's an allergic reaction, because I really like doing my nails at home. I have such thin nails from my own, and with regular polish they break. I bite when I have stress. I bite them, and with gel or something else I don't. And I know it's a double feeling, because it's stupid. It can cause an allergic reaction and other problems, and yet it's stupid. It's silly for myself, but I'm ashamed for the how my hands and nails are looking at the moment, and I really hope that they will grow back. But yeah, oh well. Anyway, I can still color, and that is nice. If you have any questions, as mentioned, don't hesitate to ask them down below, and I hope I will see you soon in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.